Hello, this is Jeff at Battlefish, and thanks for joining me again. I am trying to catch more fish with my fly rod setup. If you watch some of my other videos, I did a demonstration of this new rod and reel, and I've had some success. Here we're chasing some tarpon, and they just smoked the bottom. It's amazing. They will swim right up to the boat. A lot of times they don't even spook. They just swim around the boat or under the boat. Here I'm getting a little better at casting, but managing the line is still difficult. It's quite the challenge to calculate the current. There's a bite. Calculate the current, wind, even light wind, keeping the boat positioned after I see fish on the live scope to be able to cast to them. I'm finding that I need to turn the boat 90 degrees to the fish, because if I'm moving, here you can see I'm moving and the line's slacking up because I'm still moving with the tide, and that makes it difficult to strip and get any kind of movement on the fly. And there's another break off. I was using 20-pound leader, 40 and then 20, and he bit right through it, I guess, or I broke it on trying to set the hook. So here, long shadows equals tarpon. Short shadows are garfish. They sit on the bottom typically, and you can see them in about 3 feet of water. That's pretty accurate. I've adjusted my depth with the trolling motor, so it's about 3 feet, 3.5 feet maybe. And this, I got all the line out, did a couple strips. Yeah, there he is. It's still amazing to me that such a big fish eats such a little fly. But after a lot of follow-ups and a lot of swings and misses, finally got hooked up.
Okay, I got one.
So this is the back camera replay of the strike, which didn't really get in the picture, but didn't have a lot of line to manage because they hit it pretty close, but boy, that liner whipped out of there really quick. Burnt my finger. And he was into the backing pretty quick. So that's about 100 yards of fly line. And then I probably got about 100, maybe a little bit more of backing. So he was in the backing pretty quick. And then I got to get the trolling motor going and chase him. The total fight was about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I edited this video down so you're not watching all the boring parts. It was pretty much a standoff at times. Still got backing out. That's the green line. Once the red line comes in, that's the fly line. And then once you see the blue part, that's the weighted forward part of the line, and that's about 25 feet. So I'll give you some perspective. Once you see the blue, that's about 25 feet of line left out. And I got about a 9-foot leader, so say 35 feet. So my guess is 80, 90 pounds, somewhere in that vicinity. Didn't jump a lot. That's not a good sign. Bigger ones don't jump a lot sometimes, and then smaller ones, I like smaller ones. I like the 30, 40, 50 pounders. They jump a lot. He was hooked well because there were several times he came running towards the boat, like here, he's running towards the boat, and all I could do to reel as fast as I could to keep some snug on him. There's one time where he jumps here, and I thought he got off, but that's my stripping basket. It's from Walmart, $7 laundry basket. Folds up nice, stows away. Put a wet towel on the bottom, keeps it from flying away. I'm making up line here, but I'm also trolling towards him. It's a lot of reeling with a fly rod. You don't have any mechanical advantage. Here I've got the red fly lines on now. I'm going to say this a couple times, I'm sure, through this video, but I was really shocked about this rod. That if you watch my other video where I compared this to my more expensive 10-weight fly rod, this fly rod was $120 with shipping, tax, and everything from China, 12-weight, and I really expected to break it at any point here. Several times I expected. I had it doubled over so hard. Let's take more line. There's the jump, one of the jumps. For those of you who don't watch my videos or aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm using 2 cameras, 2 GoPro 12s, external batteries, and small fans that blow into the battery compartment to keep them from overheating. They still overheat, but not as badly. There you can see the red and blue part of the fly line. Must have spooked another fish there because there was a cloud of smoke, cloud of mud. Trying to adjust the trolling motor. One thing that happened quite often, the butt of the rod kept pushing the buttons on the trolling motor. And I think at this point, it locked the trolling motor. There's a lock and unlock button. You have to hold the lock button to lock out the remote, and then hold it again to unlock it, and I figured that out while I was fighting the fish. That was kind of weird. Get a little color there. There's the tail. I don't know, I didn't want to put that much pressure on him, but I could not get him up without, I don't know, breaking the line, breaking the rod, I don't know, pulling the hook. The flies I got on eBay from a fly shop out in, I think, Idaho. After this fish, I ordered quite a few more of them. I only ordered 3. Well, I ordered a bunch of flies, but in this particular color, I only ordered 3. But I just ordered 5 more sets of 3. So they should be coming soon. I got a redfish on this and the tarpon. So, and I had a lot of follow-ups, a lot of bites on it. So here you can see I got about 25 feet of line out right now.
There we go.
Some color again, tail whip. Managing the trolling motor, keeping them to the side of the boat or front of the boat. Always a trick, especially when you make sudden moves. Just taking line again. This is just south of Doctor's Lake Inlet on the St. Johns River. The fish are hanging in about anywhere from 5 to 7 feet of water out by the crab traps typically. Once in a while you'll find one in towards the docks, but very rarely, this time of year at least. Water temp is, I can't just see there, I think it was 89 that day. It's up to 92 in some places today. I've got the rod doubled over pretty badly. I was shocked how well this rod has performed. Fly line is fantastic too. I bought, I'm getting another rod, another reel too, but I got bought 3 more of the Leland fly line. The guy on eBay was getting rid of them. They were $60 and he had them for $20 with shipping. So I ordered 3 more just as backup. It throws amazingly well. And just loops on both ends. So we're out in the river, about 9 feet of water right now. There you can see the leader. He is just not ready to come in. Almost had the leader and the guides there. The tarpon are all over the river right now, so I mean, and they're all over Doctor's Lake as well. I shot at some tarpon today. I had a couple follow-ups, a couple bites. Broke another one off on the 40-pound leader. Trying to use a trolling motor to put some pressure on them. tail action there. I'm really enjoying the fly rod part of it, because you have line out, and you can recast. You can, as the boat's turning or the current's running, you can get the line back in, get the fly back out of the water, and replace your cast pretty quickly versus spinning rod. I found that to be a great advantage. And you make a cast, the wind takes the fly or line, and you have to recast. If you have to recast a spinning rod, you have to reel it all in, then recast it. Here, you just flip it out and flip it back out again. Another position, so you can, you can make 3 casts pretty quickly where you think the fish is on the live scope. This was a group of fish. I really like shooting at groups of fish because that's a better chance of hooking up, and there's usually a little competition. Go after the bait. Again, I'm expecting this rod to break at any point. It's a 4-piece rod, and the ferrules where the rods join together are really deep. I mean, they're like 2.5 inches, 3 inches almost. So it's really well built.
Oh, yeah.
We got some color.
That's a big.
That's about the best so far.
All the ones out there.
Okay, the leader is in the guides, so that's officially a catch. Not going under the boat, it's just, and then trying to get the trolling motor around so he doesn't get in the trolling motor. Fly rod's a little easier to move around the trolling motor than a regular spinning rod. Trying to put that side pressure on them. I mean, it's all I can do to get them up. I've got the, if you go back and look at the video where I tried to break the max catch fly rod, I had a 5-pound brick I was trying to lift, and I set the drag there. I know exactly where it is, how it feels, so I've got the drag set about 5 pounds. And I do hold the spool once in a while to try to put some pressure on them or hold the line. I tried to avoid that, try to keep them on the drag the whole time. There's some really good Billy Pate scientific angler films on YouTube that are really good educational films on how to fly fish tarpon. Each one's an hour long. There's a lot of good information there. And he only sets his fly reels at 5 pounds of drag. I'm holding the line, trying to pull them up. It's an IM8 carbon blank on this rod. I just ordered this. There he is. I just ordered the Salt Pro version of it, and it's an IM10 4-piece. Same price, $120. Does not come with an extra tip. This one came with an extra tip for the $120. So we'll see how the Salt Pro compares to this one. Gulp some air. Trying to hold the line here and see if I can get them up again. At this point, I believe in the video I'm in about 20 minutes. The reel worked fantastic, by the way. That Finnor 25, 30-year-old reel was great. Fortunately, I have the motor up, so you can't get caught in the motor. There's every once in a while, it seems like I can move them or keep them from going away. So I think, kind of gives you a false sense of security. You think, oh, I think I might have got this guy whipped. Trolling motor to get him out from underneath the boat. Seems the more I move, the more he swims the other way. I don't know about other experiences of people catching tarpon, but I have noticed that they do like to swim underneath the boat. Even when they're following up the lure or the fly, they'll swim right underneath the boat and swim around the boat and kind of hang out there. I don't know if it's the shade or the curiosity. I don't know what it is, why they hang around there. But at this point, my hand's cramping. So there's the route the fish took me on. Again, trying to put some side pressure on him here. Yep, it broke. At first I thought the rod broke, and then once I saw the rod was intact, I thought the loop on the fly rod or the fly line broke, but that didn't. It was the loop on the 40-pound leader that broke. Again, there's the fly and the fin nor reel. It's an anti-reverse reel, so the knob is not direct drive then. Okay, you see on this live scope there are a bunch of things on the screen. Those are redfish, big school of redfish. Same spot. Big schools of redfish come just in and out all day. Just have to sit there and wait. A lot of fishermen don't have that kind of patience. I just sit there and wait for them to come through, kind of chase them. Here I was pulling the fly out. The redfish chased it. That's that one right there. But watch. Here's a bunch of other ones coming. See them all? And there was a few casts later that I was able to finally hook up, and it's a great hookup. I love it. It's like a topwater hookup. Boom, there you go. You don't have to do much to set the hook. These flies have really sharp hooks on them. So once you're hooked, then you just have to manage the line and try to get them on the reel. So just let them run. Reel up your slack line. And now we're on the reel. I've already caught a 32-inch one on the fly in Doctor's Lake. I'm hoping this one's a little bit bigger. My personal best is on artificial is a 40 on any bait, but artificial lure is 45 inches. I got that in Mill Cove this year. Before that, it was 42. Hoping to get a bigger one on the fly rod here than the 32 I already got. Now I gotta keep them out from that crab trap. And again, I'm not near a dock at all. I'm out. Still only 2 feet of water, but I'm out a ways from the dock is where I picked these up. Now, these fish will swim around the docks, but generally they come in and stay out a ways. There are some shallower areas or bars. There he is. He was hooked really good, right in the corner of the mouth. This fly travels with the hook in the down position when you retrieve it. Patience. Don't. That's why I lost that tarpon. I have the patience. Take your time. Wear them out. Again, managing a fly rod and landing net. Anybody's got any pointers, let me know, other than having another person on the boat. I hate short sticking a rod like that, because that's when they break. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy in. I'm gonna make a stab at it here. This is so hard with a 9-foot rod. Nope, missed him. There he is. Okay, we got him. No, we don't. Yeah, so I have a new net. I have to just take the time to put it on. This one's been patched so many times. If you watch my videos, I catch a lot of fish, a lot of big redfish. So now let's see how we're going to get this. The line is going through the net. This is going to be a trick, and still get them in. Let's see, we get them in. Yep. Ah, there we go.
Whew.
All right, my second redfish on a fly. Figure out, I ended up cutting the line because it was going through the net, so it was just easier just to cut the line and retie it. Here's the fly. And he measured out about 32 inches. Well, I'm sorry, 33 inches. There's 32. I love the color of these river reds. Yeah, we'll get him in the water real quick. And he revives fairly quickly, gets a kick. There he goes, back to his school, I hope. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time.